today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Daniel Carlson. It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shaked off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady. That'll be caught by Cobb.
Brady's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
13 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets him a 1st down. Wow, what a gutsy call. If you're the defense, opening drive, you just got the stopper, at least you think, and then boom, right back on the field for more.
It had to feel of something that they had planned for all week long. Hey, first drive of the game, let's be aggressive, let's go get them. And now defensively, they've got to...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Max Crosby in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. Brady. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
It was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Raider ball carrier.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 18 carries, 53 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
Tackled by Samson Ebuka. It's a
the Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw we'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
They do go for it. It's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
To Darren Waller.
Darren Waller. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
First and
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
number 28.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Pickup of 3.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Complete to
Darren Waller with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Brady now on 1st down. A quick pass to Carr. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throwing on 1st down is Brady. That's complete to Jake Butt. That catch good for only a couple.
Pass complete to Jake Butt.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on second down. And the ball comes loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Running is Jacobs. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier. He was brought down by David Long. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Las Vegas.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
With the score, Raiders 14, Rams 3.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 41, Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Oh, man, it's complete. Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the...
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Complete to Henry.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Point after.
So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
They're unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Heavy rush, and down he goes. Max Crosby able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Holding, receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jacobs now. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Raiders on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Carr. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt when a few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a 1st half to forget. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Got his connection complete to Woods. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of 1st downs. And hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brady's pass intended.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Berry in punt.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in the huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility that people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yards to go.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. That one broken up by David Long on the defensive end. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus,
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. What a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but do you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
On 2nd and goal, Brady, and it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. DeAndre Hopkins, as the first half is winding down, and the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 6, and that will be the final play of this first half. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Rams 10.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. On third down, Richard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Reception here by Rhodes. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
It's second and 8.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Tackled by Simpson.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And it's third down.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. From midfield, here's Carr. And he's got the hook up to Rhodes. And look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Possession.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
Well, they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Ball carrier.
Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Brady's pass incomplete on the throwaway.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. We'll drop this one down to Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Brady's throw there complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Brady now on first down. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Barry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Barry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a toss right. Freeman. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down by Damon Arnett. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Throwing now is Brady. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Raekwon McMillan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now he's got it. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
40-yard line.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Devontae Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
He was going right back to Cooper Kupp, and it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got Jake Butt, his tight end. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down.
8-yard gain.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Again, it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Devontae Freeman with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he knew he was going to take a shot in the pocket. He did, but he also found a way to get it into the end zone.
And that has to ease the pain a little bit of the shot he took, didn't it? Being able to throw it into the end zone for a touchdown.
taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
The ball carrier.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
12 yards there and a 1st down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got an open man, it's Ruggs.
Carr's pass.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
L.A. Rams.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw again on 2nd down. Possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points